superstars of monster truck racing doing it like it's never been done before. 3 at a time in Texas Stadium. We've gone through the first round of competition, and Army Armstrong, one of the great things about this setup is that most of the trucks will be able to come back to the quarterfinals. Then we'll pair 3 more out into the semifinals. So everybody's going to have, or at least the trucks that survive, will have a couple of good runs under their belt. And what it comes down to is 9 trucks in the semifinals to determine the 3 finalists in an all-out war of a shootout at the end.
Well, one of the trucks you're going to be seeing has a new look on it, that being the Outlaw Mike Wine. This is the first time out with the truck. It's running for the Ford camp. This truck is a lot lighter than the truck they've run in the past. They believe this truck is going to be a goer, but if you look at the engine, you'll notice a lot of blue smoke coming out of it. That is not a good sign, but Wine's going to lean on it. Oh, 3 side-by-side. Scott, it's beautiful.
Oh, I don't know. Right at the end, the Nightlife Chevrolet might have caught him. It looked very close to a dead heat. Nightlife might have pulled it out, or Outlaw might have won. A dandy race. I think we'll get a look at a replay, and maybe this will tell the story, Army.
Again, watch for the blue smoke. Okay, now at this point, basically they're all side by side. The Ford starts to come out, but look how low Isoric stays to the ground. That helps him. The replay word comes up. Who's the winner, Scott?
It is the Outlaw by a nose. Mike Wine out of Pensacola, New Jersey, edges David Wysorek and the Nightlife Chevrolet. Hey, looky here. It's time for the Crunch of the Week.
Hold on to your seats for the amazing Crunch of the Week, brought to you by Micro Machines, the #1 colossally collectible vehicles in the world. If it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing.
The Crunch of the Week takes us back to Roanoke, Virginia. Remember this one? USA won over.
Bad bounce by Wilkie, and if you watch the replay we're going to show you, Wilkie stayed Tom Toole in there. He was running at a wall, but he never hit the brakes. Wilkie told me afterwards he thought that he hit the brakes and caused the flip. That's not the case at all. You watch all 4 wheels on the replay, and keep moving. He did not tag the brakes. He did not cause the flip. The bounce is what caused this flip.
Roanoke, Virginia was the site back in February of this year. And Steve Wilkie, I'll tell you, no one gets more pumped up than Wilkie. He flipped it, he came out, and he was still fired up. Not happy about tearing up the truck, but he said, hey, I'm in the flip club. I can run this truck. Steve Wilkie, USA won. We're going to get another look at the Crunch of the Week. That was Ken Duffy who came over, kind of batted helmets with him like other combatants do in other sports. Wilkie and USA won, doing what Rod Liptow has done with that truck so many times. Not that they plan it this way, but it shows you that they will drive this truck right on the edge.
Okay, a bounce right there. Now it kicks over. All wheels are turning. See, they keep turning. He thought he hit the brakes. That's not the case. The bounce is what got him. Steve Wilkie, there wasn't a thing he could do about it except hang on and ride.
One of the real wild rides of 1990. On the right-hand side of your screen, he's head up against Risky Business, and it's Steve Wilkie, USA won, fittingly getting the win, but it's on its route for the Crunch of the Week. Well, USA 1 has been put back together since that wild ride and since a subsequent crash in New York City a week later with Tough Enough. USA 1 is looking good tonight. Here he'll race Awesome Kong and Fanatic in the quarterfinal round.
Keep an eye on Awesome Kong. He'll be close to the camera, going to get one now. Fanatic moves on him. At half track, it looks good. Wilkie starts to leg it out a little bit. Awesome Kong comes back. And again, I can't tell. They're going to the wall again, Scott.
Well, they almost collided at the end of the track. And one other thing to notice. First time run for the Fanatic. The lady Arlene Ed might not have quite as much truck as the others, but she is backing off not one little bit.
No, you'll notice on the replay, she ran with them over the first set of cars. Now is when horsepower takes over. You got a Janky engine and a Jasmer engine. What can I say? You got a whole lot of horsepower in an awfully close race.
Steve Wilkie, USA 1, popping out of the truck, getting a victory, and as always, he's pumped up. Army's ready for him. Let's go to that interview now.
Well, it kind of looks like a USA 1 of old. Steve, you got this thing on the roll tonight.
I'll tell you what, Army, 220 feet and a lot of shutdown. I'm using every square inch of the shutdown, but that's what we're running fast. Again, True Value Chevrolet, all the people putting on these events at TNT Motorsports, I love it.
That guy says it all, doesn't he? Steve Wilkie, USA 1. He's intense. Hey, another guy who's intense is Mike Wine. Wine couldn't stop earlier after a victory because his truck's too hot, but he's come back out. Army Armstrong's going to talk right now with Mike Wine.
Well, he's been the big backer. Mike Wine carrying the colors for the Ford Cam, not able to stop for the end of the track interview a minute ago. What's the deal? You're just trying to get heat out of that engine?
Brand new truck, Army. This is the first time we ran it. The truck is 2 hours old. We've worked on it on the trailer on the way here from New Jersey. We don't even have electric fans on it. I'm running 280 degrees. I got to keep driving it outside and keep putting water in the radiator to get it cooled down to come back. But I will be back.